Hello, my name is Farhan Islam, and we'll be doing Lab 3 for Human Anatomy and Physiology. And so we'll look at the skin, and we'll start it off with the basement membrane, which is around here. And basement membrane helps anchor down epithelium tissue to like the loose connective tissue. I'm about to look at the blood vessels, which are around here. Blood vessels. And these are mainly for storing oxygen and nutrients. And these are generally distributed to the body later. And then you have to look at the dermis. And the dermis is around here. So the dermis is known for temperature regulation and I think blood supply. And then the next is the epidermis, which is all around here, which includes a lot of the stratum, which we'll go through later. The stratum and epidermis is also made up of stratified squamous epithelium, and it's mainly known for as a barrier to infection. Next, we have the keratinocytes, which prevent environmental damage. Right below the dermis, we actually have the hypodermis, which is made up of adipose tissue, and it's anchoring the skin to the body. Melanocytes, they're known for skin color, as melanin is usually used for skin color. The papillary layer, that is right around here. It should be around there. They're usually loose connective tissue, and it contains sensory neurons. Next we have the reticular layer, and that's right here. And it's dense, irregular connective tissue. That's what it's made out of, and it's mainly known for elasticity by strengthening the skin. Alright, now we're going into the stratums now. So the basal stratum should be right around here. I think that's a good point right there. And there's a single layer, and it helps hold keratinocytes. And then we have stratum corneum, which is up top, and that is protecting the underlying tissue from infection. That's what it's normally known for. Stratum granulosum, that is right below the stratum lucidum, and it's waterproofing for skin. And then I think I skipped one. Okay, stratum corneum. It's right here. No, it is stratum lucidum, and that is right below the stratum corneum. So I'm gonna put it right around here, and that is what's it called? What does it do? Reduces friction between layers of epidermis. Alright, and stratum spinosum is right below the stratum granulosum. It should be right there. And that helps aid in flexibility. And then lastly, we have the sweater sebaceous. I chose the sweat gland, and that is going to be, where is it? It should be right here. There it is. The sweat gland's right here, and it secretes water and helps maintain body temperature. Let's see. Next one's the compact bone, and I had to cross out the labels. That way I can help explain it myself. Let's see. Compact bone. Alright, blood vessels. Same as before, known for storing oxygen and nutrients. You have the canaliculi, and that's around the concentric lamellae, and it links the lacunae. Then you have a central canal. You have a central canal, and that is right here. It's a better picture, right? And they house the blood vessels. You have the circumferential lamellae, and it's the outermost layer of the compact bone. So right there. And then concentric lamellae, that's right here. Right there. They surround a central canal. Alright, lacunae is the small spaces between the lamellae. Nerves help transmit signals throughout the body. Then we have the osteocyte, which is forms bone, and they help maintain strength, and that's also found with the lacunae. Osteons are right here. And they have the concentric lamellae. Peristeum, that is right here. And they are the thin membrane that covers the bones. And then we'll move on to the bones of the head and the torso. So cervical vertebrae. Cervical vertebrae, that is by the neck, and that is the seven vertebrae. Diaphragm is the upper middle of the body. See, external abdominal oblique muscle, that's right here. Frontal bone, front of the head. Hyoid is it's right here. It's below the lower jaw. Lumbar vertebrae, if you're hurting, that's the lower back. That has 5 vertebrae. And then you have the mandible as the lower jaw. The maxilla is the top of the jaw, the upper jaw. Nasal, that's easy as the nose bone. Occipital as the back of the head. Parietal is the top of the head. Then we have, let's see, rectus abdominis muscle as the lower middle of the abdomen. Sacrum and coccyx, that's below the lumbar vertebrae, really below, and it has 5 vertebrae. The sphenoid bone, that is right, I think it's below the ear, or, oh wait, sphenoid's behind the eye, I think, behind the eye. And sternocleidomastoid muscle, that is the side of the neck, which is also turning. Sternum is right here, and it's between the breasts. Temporal bone, that's either side of the head. Thoracic vertebrae, that is the main part of the back, and it has 12 vertebrae. Trapezius muscle, it's muscle behind the body. Behind the body below the neck. Zygomatic bone is right below the eye, and that should explain everything, I think.